With the All-Star game passed and one of the craziest trade deadlines we've had in a long, long time, I think it's a good time to see where these powerhouses stack up near the end of the NBA season. Today, I'll be giving my top 5 teams that can contend for a championship. First, I'll start with some honorable mentions, and my first team on here is the Dallas Mavericks. Although I love the Kyrie Irving trade, I think he gives them a huge boost. I'm worried about this team's defense. We know Kyrie and Luka aren't much of defenders. We know that their offense is really good. They have great scoring, but it's going to be hard to stop these great guards in the West in the playoffs. So that's why I have them in my honorable mentions and not in the top 5. My next team on here is the Memphis Grizzlies. Early in the season, I might have had it in the top 5, but as of late, they've lost 9 of 13 going into the All-Star break, and the West has just gotten even better since then. So, and although Ja's amazing, I don't think he just has enough around him right now. And then my last team on my honorable mention list is the Cleveland Cavaliers. This team is one of the best teams defensively. They added Donovan Mitchell in the offseason, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. That team has one of the best starting lineups in the NBA, but I think they're just right outside the top 5. So with that, we'll go on my top 5. And at number 5, I have the Philadelphia 76ers. Joel Embiid is arguably should have won the MVP the last 2 years. It's gone to Jokic back-to-back. But I would say he's definitely top 3 so far right now. And this Sixers team has just been great so far. James Harden has been playing well. He's arguably could have been an All-Star this year, but wasn't voted in. He's playing maybe not up to par as he was in Houston, but he's definitely playing up to his caliber. He's been great, a 1-2 punch for the Sixers, him and Joel Embiid. Add Tyrese Maxey in there, and this team could be scary in the playoffs. But at number 4, I have the Phoenix Suns. They made probably the biggest trade at this trade deadline, acquiring Kevin Durant. And you might be surprised that I don't have them higher, but we haven't seen Kevin Durant play with the Suns yet. We don't know how they're gonna fare out here. But I think that as the season goes on, this team could go higher up the list as we see Kevin Durant play with these guys. But yeah, I think this team is going to be a very tough out in the playoffs. We saw the Suns go to the finals a few years ago with Devin Booker and Chris Paul, so we could see if Chris Paul finally gets his ring this year. But at number 3, it's got to be the Denver Nuggets, the best team in the West, 41-18. Nikola Jokic has been amazing. He's averaging a triple-double right now. He's arguably him and Embiid are 1-2 in the MVP race. But man, just this Denver Nuggets team is so good. It's not just Jokic too. Michael Porter Jr. has been playing really well, and when Jamal Murray is healthy, this team is really good. He's been out the last few weeks with I believe a knee injury, but this team keeps on winning. He keeps showing that they're the best team in the Western Conference. But I just think there's 2 teams that are right above them. And at number 2, I'm going to go with the Boston Celtics. They're first right now in the Eastern Conference with a 41-17 record. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are one of the best duos in the league, in my opinion. Guys like Marcus Smart, Robert Williams, Grant Williams, Al Horford, these guys can just ball. And they've shown all this year that they can play with these top teams, currently first in the Eastern Conference. But it'll be fun to see. They were in the finals last year, lost to the Warriors, but it'll be fun to see if they can run it back this year and go to the finals. But my number 1 team in the NBA, the number 1 contender, I think it's got to be the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis, in my opinion, is the best player in the league. Even though he might not win MVP, I still think he dominates everybody he plays. He's so dominant, it's insane. But they're currently on an 11-game winning streak going into the break. My one concern is Giannis did get injured right before the All-Star break against the Bulls. It was I believe a sprained wrist. So hopefully that won't keep him out that much. I don't think it will take much time off his season. But even if he's out, this team can still ball. They got Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez. This team is just so good all around. They're great defensively, great offensively. And I think this team is the favorite right now to win the NBA Finals. But that's going to do it for my top 5 contenders. It sure will be a fun rest of this NBA season. But with that, we'll send it to break, and we'll be back with Hector and Jordan talking XFL.